What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, my beautiful Nubian queens and kings out there that are listening right now. Thank you so much for pressing play. I'm super stoked to be here. My name is Kanikia, your host for Uncharted Melanin, the podcast, a unfiltered podcast where creativity and expansion meets Black excellence. Daily raw and unfiltered content Monday through Friday, and interviews every Thursday. You aren't going to want to miss today's episode, so let's dive right in. Hey y'all, hello, happy Monday. It is your girl Kanikia, and you've guessed it, we are back for another episode of Uncharted Melanin. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and hop into this episode today. I don't really want to spend too much time on this because I feel like the message is short and sweet, so let's get into it. Today we are going to be talking about practicing non-attachment. And many of you guys know that I'm currently in a transition in my life where I'm about to move into a new sanctuary, a new home. I've currently been at this place for about 3.5 to 4 years. And while I absolutely love it, I'm so grateful for all of the growth and opportunities and honestly, ideal, beautiful location, everything that I literally manifested 4 years ago is this place right now. I feel like now where I'm at energetically today in my life, most recently, I feel very much like a flower in a pot that has had this beautiful, enriching soil that has really helped me grow and stretch my plant arms far to the left and far to the right, and really just allowed me to grow in a nice, safe environment. Unfortunately, this flower pot is now a little too small for my roots, for my intentions, and the more seeds that I am sowing. So the beautiful thing about this is I'm about to get a new pot, a new sanctuary to dive into. Me and my sister decided that we would get rid of absolutely everything in our apartment. And at first, I don't think that it bothered me because I am all for practicing non-attachment in literally all levels of my life. But lately, I've just been feeling this really stagnant energy in my home that I feel like not even sage energy cleansing could really get rid of. So I really started doing a deep clean of my room, going through my clothes that I'm going to give away, going through, oh my gosh, all of these boxes of what I will take, what I won't take, obviously things that are like, that I have to take, paperwork, books, things like that I will be bringing. So it wasn't until I really started going through that, especially I have this huge little, I don't know how to, I'm just going to call it a storage cabinet. And I have a bunch of old paperwork that I've had since I've been on island that I just kind of collected over the years just in case I needed it. But today I sat down and went through it and really started ripping and letting go and playing beautiful chorus in the background. I release everything that is no longer serving me, that I actually started to feel the energy and the stagnation start to clear up. It felt so good, and it's definitely time consuming, but it felt so good to really go through and let go of things that are currently no longer serving me in my life. Really allowing me to question not why, but what is my attachment to this object? Why do I feel so, like I can't get rid of this? Really started to ask myself those questions as I was going through these. And a lot of it has to do with just memories being attached to it and wanting to have it just in case something happens to be able to go back. But I really started looking, some of the paperwork, some of the things that I had, like literally dating back to 2017 and 2018. Let's be honest. I haven't looked at it since I put it in there. And this was my first time looking at it in years. So So in my head, I'm thinking it had to go, which was the overall intention either way. But as I was going through my room and going through these things, I couldn't help but realize that yes, I'm energetically cleaning my home, but it really helped me correlate and understand how in all levels of our life, our possessions, our homes, our things, the things that we feel like we have to hold on to, and just even the ownership and the possession over it. What happens when we can really take a step back and recognize that nothing is truly ours to hold, to keep forever. And while yes, the world that we live in, we have things and possessions that we've had for years or whatever the case may be, I really started thinking, what if we could really just appreciate it without having to own it, without having to, worry about losing it, and just enjoying it for what it is in this moment, in this day, and just naturally appreciating it. The connection that you have with your mom, your dad, your sister, the connection that you have with your best friend, or even just the individual who fully gets you to your entirety. What if we could just appreciate it in this present moment? I feel like there are lots of things when it comes to non-attachment that we can practice letting go, meditating on being happy, being joyous within this present moment with the things that we have, but just knowing that we don't have to want for anything, right? Our needs are being met. We woke up this morning and we got a chance to take a fresh breath of air. When we exhale, take a deep breath in. You exhale and let that go. We don't necessarily know that we're going to be able to inhale and take that next breath in. But we have the non-attachment to know that this is how we are naturally breathing. We breathe in, we breathe out, and we just take for granted that not our neighbor, somebody in the world right now didn't get that opportunity to inhale and breathe in that fresh breath of air. So to circle back to what I was saying earlier, in the beginning, when I started energetically cleaning my room, I didn't understand how non-attachment works in all levels. Even though I thought I practiced non-attachment on every level, always willing and ready to get rid of things. But what about the things that we care about? And that's where I felt like the root of non-attachment starts. It's easy to give away a postcard that is like 3 cents that has no significance value to you. But what about the things that you hold near and dear to your heart? So, my question for you today is, in what areas are you practicing non-attachment in your life? I would love to know. Please head over to divinebeautifulyou@yahoo.com and let me know what you're currently releasing and letting go of. Hey guys, I had so much fun recording today's podcast episode and truly don't want the conversation to end. So if you haven't seen in the show notes, you can connect with me over on Instagram at divinebeautifulme or Uncharted Melanin, or you could also connect with me over at Thick Sis Yoga. I'd be so happy to answer any questions and just connect with you and get a chance to know what you're doing in your life and how you're showing up within your community. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed.